All right, so everybody wants to know about my build, budget build, 1000%. I found the motor and transmission. I found a 1,000 mile motor and transmission, original miles, OEM. A guy bought for a rat rod that he never actually ended up putting it in because it didn't fit. So it just been in storage for like 10 years. So I bought that, used the automatic, ran 10 pounds of boost on it for a while, and just wasn't enough. So after I ran my car for 6 months or so, 10 pounds of boost, I don't know what it was making at the wheel. Stock 5R55S automatic transmission, had no issues with it. I was running 10 pounds of boost, E85, so I'm assuming I was around 500 at the wheels, but wasn't enough. And I kept on hearing the things about the Boss rods being a direct fitment and everything is good for a budget. So I decided to get some Boss 302 rods. I got the rods in and I weighed the rods side by side next to the OEM rods that came directly out of my car, out of my motor. And the OEM rods were all between like a couple, one or two was 612, but majority of them were 613, 614. The Boss 302 rods were 616, 618 at the max. That's 618. That's grams too, by the way. So between all 8 rods, it was less. Let's see, how much was it total? I think it was only like 20 ounces. It was less than a pound. So I did not worry at all about sending it off and get the whole rotating assembly like balanced or anything. I didn't even put new bearings in it, honestly. The motor had like 5K miles on it, like original. So I pulled all the bearings, wiped them down, looked at them. All the bearings looked good, looked to be in great shape. So I just kept the bearings with whichever cylinder they were in. Fucking bolted up the pistons to the rods, same bearings, put them back in place. Obviously I gapped the rings more. Top ring I did 0.024, bottom ring I did 0.025. Didn't mess with the oil ring, obviously. Put the motor all the way back together just like that. I used all the same OEM hardware. As far as rod bolts and stuff, rod bolts was OEM. The crankshaft, I didn't even pull it out. So that stayed the same. Upgraded to the 360 high volume oil pump gears. I used Ford Performance head gasket with the Ford Performance head bolts. Other than that, everything is OEM. And currently I'm running 16 pounds of boost, E85 turbo, and it's not skipped a beat. So for this car, like I said, budget completely on the motor with the build, and I'm still using the Hyper Eutectic OEM pistons. Like I said, just gap the rings for boost. And then I even bought an aluminum flywheel, used, $50. Bought a McLeod Extreme, Street Extreme ceramic clutch, 26 spline, used. Well, it wasn't used, it was brand new, but somebody had bought it and I never used it. I'm running a built TR3650 by ProMotion. They're located out here in Florida. It's supposed to be good for around 700 safe, which is my goal. Turbo's too small right now. I don't think I'm going to make it, but we'll see. 613, first rod coming out of the motor, first piston and all. Just grab a random 615. Almost perfect.